Hello there. This is week 5 of ART 1100 Art Appreciation Online. I'm Brian Hitzelberger, your instructor. And so this week we're going to be looking at the body in art. So at this point in the semester, our readings and PowerPoints have actually shifted from focusing on a specific media every chapter. Now we're looking at distinct periods in art. So we're kind of in the art history section of the course. Where now our readings are actually looking more at a historical progression of art aesthetics and styles and cultures and how art has actually figured into each one of those cultures. So one of the things that you're going to see really quickly with these readings is that depicting the human figure, like human beings have always depicted ourselves in their work. And we see this from some of our earliest art to actually some of our most recent, although the readings and chapters this week focus on very early art. So I want you to actually look at how the human figure has been used in art based off of our readings this week. How has the human figure evolved? The way that the human figure, or the body, is depicted in art really says a lot about how an individual culture sees a human being or sees themselves, right? So how we make images of ourselves says a lot about how we see ourselves. And this is true now, and it's always been true in art, and it's absolutely true for these cultures that existed a long time ago, as well as their artworks. We can learn about how a culture sort of thought about themselves and thought about their lives just by looking at how they depicted the body in art. So for this week's assignment, I want you to choose 3 different artworks from 3 different time periods and 3 different societies in your book, all of which feature the figure, and discuss how those artworks depict the values and individual qualities of the societies in which they are made. So this is a little bit of an in-depth post. You're going to want to go back to your text, choose 3 different artworks, 3 different time periods, 3 different parts of the world, 3 different historical periods, and look at how the human figure is depicted in each one of those, and talk to us about how that work gives us an insight into what were the values? What was important to that society? What was important that people do? How do they kind of think of themselves? This is an interesting project because it gives us an opportunity to really sort of see someone else's daily life from their own perspective. That's kind of what's nice about art history, is that rather than focus on like specific moments in history, like a war or a conflict or something like that, art history kind of gives us an opportunity to give us more of a general sense of what it was like to be alive in ancient Egypt, for example. So that's going to be your assignment for this week. As usual, the videos are due by 5 p.m. on Thursday, and your responses are going to be due by 5 p.m. on Saturday. Thanks so much, and I look forward to watching your videos.